don't forget to like and subscribe. Now please enjoy the video. So hello everybody, welcome back to another one of my videos. This video is the 25 subscriber anniversary thing, I guess. So yeah, as you can see standing in front of you, this is Bruticus Max, and he may look different to you because he actually is different. So yeah, as you can see right here, the Bruticus Max is very different because for today's subscriber anniversary, I have upgraded Bruticus Max, and now he looks, cooler. And I gave him a smoother touch in the forearms and then back. I tried to keep everything, clean and things like that. But yeah, so here's Bruticus Max standing right in front of you. Yeah, and the noise may seem a little, it's because I'm adjusting something that I use for the mic that won't stay on. So yeah, the noise may be a little uncomfortable for the video, but yeah. Anyways, getting straight to Bruticus Max, you can see the more detail that I gave him, and let's take a look at the head, honestly. So yeah, you can see I gave him a horned look, and I gave him one golden horn in the front, and then I gave him two smokestacks, and now come to the head, which is the main difference. Down here to the arms, you can see right there that the forearms, I gave them a smoother touch, and I also gave him some little gun, thigh, and there's supposed to be a extra red piece that I was going to add on the other side. Unfortunately, I ran out of the red piece, so yeah, that's misfortunate. So just while I'm showing you how to build it, just don't get mad at me because I ran out of red pieces that look like that. But anyways, let's get to the chest. Now I know the chest is the same. I know I didn't think that I could upgrade it anymore unless you wanted me to make it look goofy. But yeah, I mean, here's the chest. It's the same process, same spider process, same connection process and things like that. So yeah, I won't be really talking about this because I said that in my 10 subscriber special. But yeah, here is Bruticus Max right here. So same thing, shoulder cannons. I kind of you know switched around the back of the forearm too. Oops. Yeah, so let's take off an arm and let me show you. So yeah, the similarities are the same for each side. So I gave this guy a little bit of a clip right here, and then this black forearm, and then this black slope piece to make him look cleaner. I didn't add it on the front because it just messes up the arm rotation. So yeah, and then I added these little circles, stud pieces in the inside, and I also added this one because it looks cooler just having this one piece stick out. And then same thing on same rotation for the arms. Get your articulation. Yeah, nothing different mostly. And yeah, so there's also the really not that much else. I just gave the arm a cleaner look. And yeah, so that's the arm. Now let's grab the body over here. Attach the arm. There we go. So yeah, he looks cool, doesn't he? I mean, especially with the horned head. Honestly, that's one thing that's a main jewel. So the name for this Bruticus Max upgrade is called the Horned Viking Bruticus Max. And you'll see why I call him the Horned Viking Bruticus Max. One, because of the horns, and later in the video I'll show you why he's called Viking. Now let's go down to the lower torso, shall we? There you go. So yeah, here's the lower torso. You got little guns on the sides, and then you got yourself this one red slope, and I gave him like flaps for planes because I know, I do love aerodynamics lots. So yeah, I just gave this guy a flap to control things. I also gave him a smoother red piece right here up on the top. I was gonna do that with the other side. I couldn't find a duplicate version, so do not mind that. But yeah, same thing. You can still transform into the plane mode. And yeah, so here it is, the plane mode. So you still have the wings and then the guns. So now he has guns for the plane mode. Still looks the same in the back, except for the flaps. It looks pretty much the same. It's just a little bit of more detail. I really worked on the head and the torso mainly. But yeah, so there's the legs. Now let's go to the body. So yeah, let's move the Mr. Spider guy over here. So yeah, this is the torso of Bruticus Max. Here's the components right here. It could do the same thing. The can do the split fingers as feet, but now he looks cleaner, doesn't he? Like, doesn't he look a little cleaner, honestly? He doesn't really look that different. He doesn't really have any more cool features besides everything they can do. But yeah, so here's a Bruticus Max with the the little upgrade features that I gave him to make him look cleaner. And one thing that I really want to get to is the head, because well, if everything can transform, then how does the head transform? And I'll show you how to do that right now. So yeah, the head it goes like this. So it's a very complicated process. Yeah, super complicated, totally complicated. No, okay, I'm just kidding. I'm messing with you. It's not like that complicated, but this is what it looks like. And yes, it is a racing worm. That's what it is, a racing worm. Now, I did kind of turn from the spider to a worm, but I gave him smokestacks as a fire feature, a racing worm, and I made the head look cool due to the horn biking. Now, I didn't want to do something like where it's a parts former, where I just have to like take something, take it all apart, and build it back up as one thing. So that is why I tried to do my best in making a transformation for the combination and things like that. They won't be. They probably will be days that I will have to, unfortunately, cut the combination due to process designing and things like that. But yeah, here's the racing worm. I know it doesn't look the best, but it does look pretty cool, honestly. So yeah, there's your racing worm, and yeah, let's me teach you how to build it. So if you've seen my first 10 subscriber special, you should know how to build this guy. So just throw him in the back. So yeah, so let's bring our focus to the plane. So what you want to do is that there's these little arrow pieces, and you don't have to follow this process. This process is actually a upgrade process. So something like an upgrade kit process thing. But yeah, so you want this little arrow like piece, and then you want one of these red slope pieces. You want to attach it like that to where it looks like this. And then what you want to do is you want to come over here that there's a little gap right here. You want to add that on top of there, and it should look like a flap. And then another thing that you want to do is you want to bring one of these little clip pieces and add one of these little pieces with the holes and that can be posable. And then you want to add that on top of here. So yeah, there you have it. There's and then you want to do the other side too. The slope I told you about it earlier, so I won't worry about it that now. But yeah, here is the upgraded plane. Now let's bring our focus down to this guy right here. So this right here, this is the torso of Bruticus Max. So yeah, it's the same process for each side. So let me just take them apart right here. So what you want to do is you want to have a stud. That I had to use a blue transparent stud because I don't have that many studs. And then you want another slope piece, but this time the slope piece needs to be inverted. So instead of having the connection piece to be connected to, it has to connect to something. And then do the opposite for this one, and you want one of these pieces that have this handle sticking out. Then you want to attach it to the forearm. So you want to add the front onto that, and then the back onto there. And then you have the arm. And then what you want to do is you want to do that for the same other side. Then what you want to do is you want to come over here to the back. And then what you want is you want this little piece right here, this little clip piece, and then this black slope piece. You want to add it on top of there. And you want to add it in there, like so. And then, well, bam, you got yourself the Bruticus Max torso upgrade thingy. Yeah. So what you want to do now is you want to bring your focus to this head right here. And as you can see right here, there's horns, things like that, lots of detail that I added. So yeah, what you want to do is that the original Bruticus Max, he had his horns like this. So what you want to do is you want to bring your horn, you want to flip it upside down, and you want to bring it closer to the front horn. And then you want to add it onto the side, and you want to do that with the white horn, or if the color matches with the horn. And then what you want to do that to the other side, and then have these two horns still where they are. And then what you want to do is you want to add one of these gold finger pieces, same piece like this. You want to add the gold finger piece on there, and then you have the horned head. And then what you want to do is you want to bring over here to your back, or just twist it around. You want to come here to your back, and then what you want is you want one of these smokestack pieces connected to one of these little cube pieces. Let me try to get that to the camera. It's blurry. What you want is one of these pieces, and then you want your smokestack, and then you want one of these little top pieces right here. Yeah, these little circle 2 stud pieces, 2x1 studs. When you add that on top of both of them, and then you want to have the smokestacks facing, so you want to insert it like this, like so, right here, and do it on the bottom one first. Then what you want to do is you want to bring it upwards, and then, well, bam, you have the horned head. So then, it is a pretty simple, transformation for the things. But let me show you how to combine them all. So what you want to do is you want to bring this same transformation. You want to, oops, this popped off. Yeah, that's why I added this on there, because the flaps keep popping off. So same transformation. You want to bring the legs to look like this. Make sure the guns are facing this way. Yeah. And the guns don't really work as, normal guns, because Vikings don't have guns. They use melee weapons. But those are just to make him look more intimidating. But then what you want to do is you want to bring the torso, you want to flip his arms the same way. And then what you want to do is bring the fingers down, bring these fingers down. And then you want to attach the hole of the eye hole into the thruster. And well, bam, you got yourself the torso connected to the lower torso. Now, one thing that you could do, because you don't want like an empty space in the middle, is that you could add this into there. Or you could just put a minifig in there, because it is a cockpit, so you could put a minifig in there. If you don't like the head and the front parts of the torso, you can always turn this mech. You can always just turn this Lego mech into an actual mech that can fit minifigs. Remember, you are the one that are building the Bruticus Max. You're just following my instructions, because remember, Lego has endless possibilities. But other from that, you want this front piece right here. You want to attach it to the front of the torso, and then you want to go to the back. You want to attach the head onto the back, and well, bam, you got yourself the upgraded Bruticus Max. Now I know I've gave him smokestacks in the back, but that's for one reason, because I know Vikings would have swords, hammers, bow and arrows. But the thing is that you can actually take one of these smokestacks off. So disconnect it from the hole. You don't want to disconnect the whole thing unless you really have to, like that. Unless you have to really disconnect it in order to get the smokestack off. Add on there. Then which one come your focus to the smokestack? So you can see right here. That's like this, right? So this hole can actually fit into this connection piece right here. And then you want to do that. And then you have this. And then what you want to do is you can either put the hand like this. Now, it is kind of hard to get in there, but you can. Now, it does have a little bit of technique piece to it, but you can do it like this, to where the hand is like this. The flap came off again. That is why I highly recommend adding those slopes. So that you can have the hand like this, or you could do it inverted, like this, or you could do it as my favorite way, as like an actual hammer. So you could actually bring the fingers come to like this, so it looks like a hammer. And then he has this hand. You can attach it into there, and then well, bam, he has an extended hammer. Now, it may not seem clean enough to have this or look cool enough to have the smokestack in the hand. So you can actually just bring it to your other side, to the other hand. Same thing, you can also just add it into there, which is cool because I thought you couldn't, but you actually can. And you can have him holding his other hand as a hammer. So yeah, there's the Viking Bruticus Max that you have. It is a pretty cool design. That's my opinion. But if you guys do like this, I recommend you guys go build this for yourself. I did not copy any designs at all. And I'm being honest here, I did not copy any designs. I came up with my own design. And that's how Bruticus Max came. Now, if you wanted to hear the history of how Bruticus Max, or literally just the basics on how Bruticus Max came to be, then you can go to my 10 subscriber special, and I can give you a little bit, not the fullest of information, but a little bit of information about this one figure. So yeah, there's Bruticus Max, and another thing to add with the 25 subscriber special, not just with Bruticus Max, but I probably will. It's a possibility, but I may or may not be adding another figure or another character into my channel. Now, if you guys want that figure, then you guys have to get me up to 40 subscribers. Yes, and I'm not saying to do it within one day. I'm not saying to do it within 1 week. I'm not saying to do it within 1 month. I'm saying I will give you guys until the end of the 2025 year. I'll give you until the end of the year to get me to 40 subscribers. And well, I guess there's a new character on its way. And I guess I'll add a new character and he'll be on his way. And I'm still designing him just in case you guys actually get me to 40 subscribers. But here's a little leak about his arm. So this may be his arm, this may be his tail, this may be his leg, but this is his arm design that I will probably be giving him. Yeah, so this is one of his arm designs. I thought, well, this kind of looks cool for arm design. So yeah, this is the arm design. And yeah, so there you have it. I will not be doing any leaks of this guy in the 30 subscriber special. I will be doing a 30 subscriber special, or I mean, my mistake, a 35 subscriber special. But I will give Bruticus Max an upgrade, or if I will, maybe I'll give you guys a leak of this new character. Maybe. But that's all in the future. Right now, I want you guys to focus on building your Bruticus Max. So yeah, there you have it, Bruticus Max. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Thank you all for watching my videos. Please like and subscribe.